So let's round this off here, Joe and Chuck. Who are your Super Bowl teams?
Welcome to the Barggianos Podcast. My name is Chuck. I am your hostess with the leastest, and with me, as always,
Matt.
And if you guys love football, you guys are in for a special show tonight because we got everything football, everything playoffs, everything season review, and we got a very special guest joining us in the studio to help us out with all that, and his name is
Joey T.
Joey T. So buckle in, folks. We're talking a lot of pigskin tonight, Matt.
Smartest guy in the room. I couldn't do it without him.
He's talking to me and Joe. Just, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, Joe, do you remember the show? You remember what we like to do before the festivities get kicked off?
I think I can guess. Is it Ring the Bell?
You want to do the honors?
Yes.
Ooh, time for a drink. Cheers, boys. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, there you go. There's a little manly man in you.
So Matt's always busting my balls because every time I take a drink on the show the first time, I sound like a dancer from New York. So I'm working on being that manly man of beer.
Cool.
Real man of genius.
All right. Can we believe football season's coming to an end already?
It's been fast.
Sad.
It's always fast.
I think last time we had you on the show, we were getting ready to draft our fantasy teams.
That's right. We sure were.
It's like 20 weeks ago.
I believe I looked back. I think it was episode 21. So that would have been, how many episodes? You're good at math, Matt.
21 and 51, 30 episodes ago.
Look at you. That's a great job. He's
Wow.
our math man on the show.
Yeah. Like,
Math man.
Our bean counter, if you will.
like 30 weeks ago. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So let's talk all things playoffs and football and what happened this season. So let's start out, Joe. Let's get your take on like what team surprised you the most this year.
Wow, what a long season, and the way things started off isn't really the way things ended up. There's some really good teams that made the playoffs that I didn't think was going to make it, and there's some really good teams that missed the playoffs. Notably the Detroit Lions. Probably my favorite team going into the season. They just couldn't pull it off. The NFC North division is really tough, and surprisingly, the Chicago Bears are going as the number 2 seed in the NFC. What do you think about that?
That's crazy. I think if I would have told you 30 weeks ago that Denver and Seattle would be the top 2 seeds, you would have told me to go check into a psych ward.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, especially Seattle, all the changes that took place there. They got a new quarterback over there, and the running game, was kind of in shambles there for a second, but they were still able to pull it off. They got the best receiver in the league with JSN. All things started clicking for him there at the end.
JSN, what a phenomenal year that guy's had.
Yeah, it's his 3rd or 4th year in the season or in the league. It's kind of when wide receivers start to really come into their own, and he's had a number 1 potential, I think, this whole time, and he's finally started to blossom.
So put him up against Puka Nacua.
Wow.
And who do you think is the better receiver?
Wow. They're both good in different ways. You got Puka. I guess, are they both ex-receivers? Are they both slot guys? Are they both outside guys? It's hard to say. Like separation-wise, if you got Puka versus JSN, I think JSN's probably going to win that battle. But Puka's just scrappy. He can catch anything that you throw at him. He can play down the middle. He just can catch balls, period.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sets him apart.
I've seen that man catch some phenomenal passes this year, and I think notably, I think it was week 18, he was out of bounds, but that one-handed catch
I seen that.
he made was just unbelievable, just going up. And it, I don't know if him or JSN is better. I don't know.
Well, I could tell you points-wise in fantasy football, JSN was number 1. I think Puka was top 5, at least number 4, at least top 5, somewhere in there. So he's right up there with them in points, but all the players have to pass the eye test, and they're both passing the eye test, and they're both really fun to watch.
Who do you think was your who was the biggest bust this year?
I'm going to go Justin Jefferson. I think, he comes in with high expectations every year, especially in fantasy football. At least top 3 player taken in every draft, I would think. Top 5 at least. And he ended up like wide receiver, high 20s, 28 maybe. I mean, not good for your fantasy team if you got him on there.
Especially if you got first pick and that's who you chose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a curse having that first pick, because if you do what everybody says, you do what the experts say, the experts aren't really right all the time. And so you just have to, use your own discernment on that.
That was my case this year. I got first pick. And what do you call that? Where you go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top? Snake, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you do get kind of screwed like that. You're getting like the gold, but then you're going all the way down, waiting for it. And then when you get back, there ain't a whole lot waiting, especially in the keeper leagues.
Yeah, you have to really make sure that your pick hits. I mean, if it doesn't, it sucks.
Yeah, the team I'm most excited about that didn't make the playoffs, the Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Kansas City, Missouri, soon to be Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs.
They can go.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't say that.
I was so happy that they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah. It's been a long time. It's been 10 years. I mean, every year they're in the playoffs. Every year it seems like they're in the AFC Championship game. If they're not, they're so close. I mean, you got this stud quarterback in Mahomes. I mean, really playing the hero role there, taking them far.
They said this was the first year since 2014 that the Chiefs are not in the playoffs. Yeah,
I love it.
But yeah, that was my thing too. The disappointment was a lot of significant injuries. Both quarterbacks got hurt on Mahomes, and then what was the backup quarterback?
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah,
was that the same game?
He's nobody.
Game after.
Well, it's when you need a backup quarterback, he's somebody.
I mean, shit. People called Phillip Rivers at home sitting on the couch. I mean,
might be my favorite moment of the year, I think.
Yeah, who had tennis shoes or cleats that he couldn't get ready in time, and he had to take a pair of cleats out of his case just to play his first game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it's you got options, but Gardner is not an option. He's getting paid a lot of money, in my opinion. He's getting paid a lot of money to sit on the bench just in case, and I don't think he's a just in case guy.
Absolutely not.
He also had Rice McDuffie get hurt. Wasn't Rice a big guy on the Chiefs?
McDuffie, yeah, he was a safety, I think.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, anyway, but yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. My biggest disappointment being an Eagles fan is Barkley.
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy didn't. It's hard to, in my opinion, do what he did last year and repeat it this year. But the guy didn't even come close. Like, he couldn't get downfield a lot. He didn't have them long burst runs. I mean, it just seemed like teams figured him out all of a sudden and just shut him down.
He had they said I'm the same guy, Barkley. He said that last year he had 2,005 rushing yards. This year only 1,100.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's pretty significant different. But again, you're doing so well at a certain level, it's hard to be consistent.
But 1,000 yards when you're a premium back.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, what's that math-wise? 65 yards a game?
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. Yeah, they say the Super Bowl hangover is a thing, and I heard Barkley got married on the offseason too. So, maybe he's got, double hangover. Yeah. And just didn't perform. He's got other things on his mind.
Right.
I heard his wife is pretty.
Oh.
The other stat I had on him was for his yards per carry was from 5.8 to 4.1. So,
yeah.
I mean, again, that's big numbers for a top player.
That shows he didn't get the ball as much either.
True.
Yeah.
Half the yards and you only go down 10%, 20%.
But I will give it to all the Eagles fans out there, especially yourself. He's a really good back, and he, even though he was okay during the regular season, now it's time to show up during the playoffs.
Man, I'm scared.
Scared.
We'll
you
talk
gotta have
about
confidence on your team going into it.
Well, are the Eagles healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
They should be able to beat the 49ers.
So let's talk about some interesting things that happened today.
Oh, all the firings?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
There was a lot of stuff that went down. What do we got?
How many?
4 head coaches.
Okay, 4.
4. Yeah. Who did anybody surprise you off that list, Joe?
Well, Pete Carroll, I mean, I watched the Raiders play because they're in the same division as the Chargers, and my cousin, he loves the Chargers, and I've been on the Charger bandwagon all season. So I've seen the Raiders play a lot of games, and I guess I was kind of thinking that they were rebuilding around the Pete Carroll system, but they had Chip Kelly in there as the offensive coordinator, and things just
fired.
He just wasn't. It just wasn't clicking. So I was really happy to see him get fired. Right. So, like, moving into the end of the year, I guess it doesn't really surprise me that Pete Carroll was fired just based on how things went over the course of the season. But this whole time, I really thought that they were going to rebuild to the Pete Carroll way. And they were, like, trying to use him as more like a legacy front than anything.
Yeah. Now, Chip Kelly, I've been a Chip Kelly fan since he was at Oregon, but I think he belongs in college.
Yeah.
He did really well in college. He came to the NFL, had many jobs, and he's been a bust. In Oregon, he put up points. I don't know why he can't do it in the NFL. Different system, different guys.
Yeah.
With you guys know more football than I do, but are there a lot of what is usually the case with a college football coach going to the NFL? Like a success rate? Is it just a pen random, or is it a whole different system for these people?
Well, Coach Harbaugh for the Chargers there, he was coach for the 49ers. And then who did he coach? Michigan?
Yep.
And was there another one?
There was another one before that.
Yeah, so he's kind of bounced back and forth, I mean, that's the one coach that, like, stands out in my head, But Pete Carroll, he coached a college team. Shanahan did, I think, too. And they're good coaches, and they've been around a long time. So, I mean, it's not to say that it can't be done.
It could be a lot of different elements, not just the coaching ability. It could be the players, it could be the team, and salary, all that stuff.
Today's system might be different in college because they got the portal, they can pay their players, they got NIL money. Like back in Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, Jim Harbaugh, they didn't have this college system that they have today, and that's a lot different. So it could be different today for successful college coaches. They can go out, scout, recruit, pay players, etc., and make it happen on the NFL. But it's a different system. Like, just look at the punts in college compared to punts in NFL. Like, they run sideways 5 yards before they kick the ball.
Yeah, it's true. The NFL's got the best players. College is still, there might be 1 or 2 NFL guys on the team.
Yeah.
You see, speaking of the Pete Carroll, they're saying that Tom Brady was looking for, and the team's looking for the new GM about, I guess, the Patriots. Their the defensive or offensive coordinator. You guys see that at all? Where they're trying for the Raiders.
No, I didn't see that.
Tom Brady's got a big, big piece of that team. Well, they're saying he's got more of a say than people really realize. So they're saying he's looking at the I forget the positions, but the Patriots. He was like a coach when he was on the team, not the head coach, of course, but somebody in the organization. So they might be bringing those guys on as the next replacement for the coach.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator over there.
I don't have his name on the top of my head.
In New England, I can't think of his name because I'm not a big a New England guy, but
the GM is John Spytek. That's the GM, though. I had that, but yeah, I'm curious how much he's involved, because do you remember when he became the announcer and that was a big thing? Like, is this like
he just moved right in. It's like, okay, you're retired from playing, now you can be an announcer and do all the big games.
That's Josh McDaniels over there.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
I had to look it up for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you remember watching? Speaking of different, but the XFL, and Tom Brady came out for one game to announce it. I think it was like the championship.
Oh.
Well, to look back on that, I believe I'm pretty sure allegedly, but that he did this as like a practice to try to get in shape for doing it. Like, he wanted to be like, I want to be like, know what it's like to be out there and do these things. Because I remember we're watching, we're like, why is Tom Brady announcing the XFL and he's on the field and he just looked a little bit out of place. Looked like Elvis Presley at White Waters. It just wasn't it wasn't clicking. But yeah, I mean, I think he's so passionate for the game. He just he doesn't want to get out of it. He's trying to be like Jordan. Remember Jordan bought the Or he got, what was it, the Hornets or
The Wizards.
the Wizards? Yeah. I mean, the guy came out of retirement to play for the team. So.
Yeah, why not? You own the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys got that in their blood, and they can't, they want to keep going.
So let's list off the 4 head coaches that were fired today.
Yes.
Was Jonathan Gannon from the Cardinals, Raheem Morris from the Falcons, Kevin Stefanski from the Browns. How did Stefanski last so long?
Yeah, it was like 8 years or 6 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like a toilet bowl team. And Pete Carroll for the Raiders. That was 4 that was fired today. Now, there was 2. Do you remember the 2 mid-season that were
Yeah,
fired?
Duvall for the Giants.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jackson Dart guy. I seen him play in the preseason. I never really saw him play in college, but I mean, he immediately passed the eye test for me. So
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Giants games, and one of my big complaints was Duvall. I mean, he just didn't have a grasp on his players. He didn't have a grasp on his team. I just really felt that just watching it, just in general, like just from a fan, that the team was not put together very well. I mean, you could just sense that. And then, a bunch of players got hurt. Scatterbo got hurt. And then Dart got hurt. And then I think that's when the ownership really, their eyes opened. And they were like, we got to get rid of Duvall because he's just letting the players run rampant. They got this, star young quarterback that if they don't get him under control, he's going to run himself, out of the league, getting hurt. Really, I think ultimately it came down to his record. It was like he won like 5 games and lost 30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ultimately, I think, that's what they used to get rid of him.
And you had Brian Callahan for the Titans. He was fired this year.
That's right. A lot of young guys on that team, too, that he couldn't get to play well. Cam Ward, really good quarterback. I'm not really a Cam Ward believer, but he does have talent and probably not being utilized properly.
So we got, 32 teams in the NFL? Is that right? Mm-hmm. 32? And you got 6 head coaching jobs open? 6?
Yeah, do you want one?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that money for a year and get fired.
Yeah,
who
sure.
wouldn't?
Hey, you're busy. You got the podcast to worry about. You ain't going to run off to no NFL team.
I'll have private jets, man. I can just stop in and then fly back out. That's what I do anyway. I just walk over, stop right in.
All right, you said that about you when you were doing Uber for a while, and you missed a whole week. So
Yeah,
don't
I know.
mess with me.
So, Chuck, the other thing we like to talk about is saying hi to the audience. Tell them if you like what you're hearing, hit that, what we like to call tip jar now. Like and subscribe.
You should hit that bell when we do tip jar. I like that.
Tip jar.
It also means we have to drink. So that's why I like to make them ring the bell. Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're liking what you're hearing and if you're liking what you're seeing, hopefully you're watching, you can catch every episode of the Barggianos Podcast in 4K on YouTube at YouTube/Barggianos.
.com.
YouTube.com/Barggianos. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
The wizard. But yeah, we're up to episode 51, believe it or not. So there's a lot of fun ones to go back on. Joey T's on what we say, episode 21. We talked about that. And so check it out.
So let's go into the bracket.
Oh, baby.
It's what everybody lives for.
The bracket.
The bracket time.
So let's break this down on the AFC side.
Yes, the AFC is very interesting, in my opinion.
It's crazy. When you mentioned the Chargers, I thought to myself, the Chargers are going to beat themselves. Like, they play the Patriots, and I think the Patriots win that game. But the Chargers, I just think they beat themselves.
Well, check this out, right? So, I've watched every Charger game this year, and I've really been following the team. They started off really hot, and their offensive line was on. They had Joe Alt, their left tackle, really doing well. The very first game of the year, they beat the Chiefs in South America, in St. Paul, right? And it was a great game. Herbert really played this hero type of role, and that's really the role that he has been playing all season long. He's really been carrying the team because they've had a lot of injuries. Their offensive line, they also lost Slater before the season even started. So the offensive line has been kind of in shambles, and if Herbert has just a little bit of protection, that same protection he had in the first game against the Chiefs in South America, I think it's a really different team. So he's really been playing this hero type of role. Now check this stat out about the Patriots. My cousin sent this to me. It says the New England Patriots opponents this year have a combined record of 124 and 165. That's a 429 win percentage. So the Patriots had been playing bad teams all year. And you think about the teams in their division that are actually good, like the Bills. Well, the Bills beat them in a big comeback from behind type of game, a scenario, right? So, the Chargers, on the surface level, it really looks like that their team could just fall apart at any minute. But I'm here to tell you that might not be true. If they can get up and get fired up and, be, going on all cylinders, and if Herbert can be the type of quarterback that he can be, I really think the Patriots the Chargers are going to beat the Patriots.
So is that your pick?
That is actually, that is my pick, and I'm going to say this right now. I was talking to my cousin D-Raff on the way over here, and we are plotting when to get up to Ameristar to basically bet all of our betting money on the Chargers. We're going to take the money line plus 165.
Wow.
Man, confidence. Okay, I like that.
Wow.
I'm going to pose that. I'm going for the Patriots.
Yeah.
But I don't have all my money on the money line, so.
Yeah, I have to go for the Pats too.
Yeah.
In all fairness, it's probably playing on the road in Foxborough is one of the toughest assignments that there could possibly be. So probably going to lose this one.
All right, let's look at the next one. We got the 3-seed Jags versus 6-seed Bills.
Wow, watch out for the Jaguars because, man, Trevor Lawrence is playing just lights out on fire. I mean, he's the reason why they are where they are. They beat the Chargers. They beat a lot of other good teams this year. And I think they could beat the Bills. I really feel like Josh Allen, as good as the Bills are and as good as Josh Allen is the Bills. And something just kind of tells me, I know this is your favorite player, Chuck, but something just tells me he's going to blow it. And the Chargers are just going to be more of a dominant team and win this one.
The Jags?
Or the Jags, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I kind of agree with that. I mean, you know me, I love Allen. I do enjoy watching the Bills, but it seems like he's the man sometimes too much. It kind of takes on too much as a role as of this year, all the records he's holding and stuff. And like you said, Lawrence, I mean, the guy's on fire. The guy, he had, was it a record 38 touchdowns for the franchise this year?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's he's nails. So I'm excited to watch this game. Like, I love watching the Bills anyway, but playoff football and then these two great teams, that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game, but I'm going to have to go to the Bills on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 one to me. I don't know. It's just you also got Allen. You got playoff Allen. So he's just determined Allen. So it's going to be a little bit different.
Oh, I think, with all the come from behind wins and they go down early, like if they do that in the playoffs, they're probably toast. Like this ain't regular season.
I agree. Yeah. Too many times you watch that game and then they came back by 50 points.
Yeah.
Allen scored 7 touchdowns himself.
Yeah.
Like we got to have a whole team playing this game.
If they go down 14 in the first half, they're toast. They're not coming back. That's my opinion.
Plus the Jaguars, they had an 8-game winning streak. That's pretty intense.
Against good teams too, I think. I don't have the list, but from what I remember, they were good teams.
They're hot. So, I'm not saying Bills aren't hot, but they're hot.
Let's go down to the 4-5 seed. Let's go Steelers, Texans.
Wow. Well, the Texans, we know how good their defense is and their pass rush. They got them 2 guys up front. I don't know the names off the top of my head, but I don't really follow the Texans too close or the Steelers very close. But I think a lot of people are going to want the Steelers to win this game, notably because of Aaron Rodgers. So if I had to pick, I really feel like the Texans probably are going to win because defense normally prevails in a situation like this. So I'm going to take C.J. Stroud and the Texans.
My answer is a lot simpler than that, but I like Stroud. I think it might be his time, and I'm going as also for the Texans.
Did you see the game last night? Anybody finish watching that?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I feel bad for the kicker. So
I know you're going.
It was like 10-3 at halftime through the third quarter. I forget what the final score ended up being, like 24-22 or something. I don't know. I'm pretty close to that. But the Steelers drive down, get a touchdown, and Boswell, first extra point he misses in 4 years, shanks it. So they're only up by 2. There's like 55 seconds left. And Baltimore's doing all right. And they're driving down the field. And then it was 3rd and 8 or 4th and 8. And Isaiah Likely looked like Puka Nacua out there. Like he just went up and snagged one, put him in field goal range. Rookie kicker from, I think, Arizona comes out. They kneel the ball, put it in the middle of the field, and he just shanks it about 20 yards right. It's the kick you probably want back for the rest of your life, and that's why Pittsburgh's sitting here and not Baltimore.
Hey, JoJo,
Wow.
Laces Out.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a movie, man. Laces Out.
yeah,
Oh, I thought they were in. The laces were in.
Finkel.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Laces
laces
out. Back to what you're saying, though. The guy was like instantly consoling him, too. The guy looked crushed. The coach walked him back into the
locker room. Yeah,
I actually felt bad for the guy that had $1 million.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But watching the Steelers last night, I mean, their O-line is not that good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There were, I think it's their left guard, left tackle. I forget which one, but he was in illegal formation probably twice that he got called for because he's trying to cheat off the line a little bit. His head's not. I think the rule is your head's got to be breaking the belt line of the center or something when you're on the line, and he was cheating back because they were just tearing him up on the line. And I just think Houston is much better on the defensive front, and they'll just get to Rodgers, and he's too old to take many hits. I know it's his non-throwing hand, but his left hand's fucked up too from an injury still. So I don't know. I think the Texans take this by more than 3.5 for sure.
Did you see? I guess Rodgers did his old-fashioned celebratory dance when he scored. Yeah. Old man.
All right, let's go over to the NFC side.
Coming at you.
Let's go Green Bay and Chicago Bears. I think this is pretty easy.
Well, this is a fun one. Everybody's probably going to pick the Bears. I'm surprised they're the number 2 seed. I really didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs this year. I know there's a lot of talent there. And Scott Johnson, the old offensive coordinator for the Lions, I know a lot about him. He's pulled the team together, and kudos to him. They're scoring points. They got a really good quarterback, Caleb Williams. But then on the other side, you got the Green Bay Packers, and it's like somehow the Packers always seem to figure out a way to win. Jordan Love isn't the greatest quarterback, but he's a winner in my mind. He passes the eye test for me, and the Packers were my pick to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. I've got bets I can show you. So I'm going to go with the Packers on this one. I think it's an NFC North rivalry, and anything can happen in those types of games.
Yeah.
So I think an upset is in the cards. So I'm going to go with the Packers.
Where's that game at?
It's in Chicago.
Up north.
At Soldier Field.
Up north.
Did you hear? Well, first off, I'm picking the Bears. I'm picking the Bears. But
Loser.
Did you hear what happened? They said if the Bears do happen to get to the Super Bowl, Mike Ditka's coming out of retirement. He's going to coach the game.
Whoa. What about Fridge Perry? Is he going to let you?
Him and Chris Farley are going to sit there. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
Bars.
That'll be funny. I mean, it's been fun watching the Bears, and you got some good, loyal Bears fans out there that have had a shitty team for so long. So I'm happy for the Bears. I've never really been a Packers fan, but this is a game where, you got loyal Bears fans and you got loyal Packers fans. This is where friends fight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is the kind of game, like, you can't go to each other's houses if you're on the opposite side of the game. Something's getting broke, someone's fighting. But just because I'm going to go with my heart here and go with the Bears. But a 1-point favorite at home, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's going to be a fun one to watch for sure.
All right, so the game I'll tune into Sunday, 4:30 on Fox on regular TV. We'll go San Francisco and the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I don't like the 49ers team. there's something about the team and the players on there. I just don't. I'm kind of shocked they're even in it. I guess maybe I'm not. I don't know. I think the Eagles are really going to destroy them. It's not really even going to be a game.
Wow, I hope so, because I'm scared. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to play if there's any team on this whole piece of paper I didn't want to play in round one, it was the 49ers.
Wow, really? I mean, yeah, maybe you're too close to it and I'm not, and I see it. I just don't see the 49ers team as making it far at all. There's just something about their team, about the players, the way, just as a fan watching the 49ers games, they're not fun. They're just, it's just boring football to me.
All right.
Another fun fact, they said if the 49ers get to the Super Bowl, Joe Montana's coming out of retirement to be quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was quarterback. That's on the, what's his name? On the 49ers.
Joe Montana.
Steve Young?
No, the real quarterback.
Oh, Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
Purdy, thank you. I'm brain farting.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Didn't he come out the very last play and his hand was messed up? That was like bleeding?
Oh, yeah. I did see his hand bleeding.
I didn't get to really follow up on that, but
Yeah, he just
any...
took a hit. I think it was his thumb, like something got fucked up on his
thumb. It was
thumb,
dripping blood, though.
Well, I mean, knock your nail off fresh and see what happens. You want me to pull it off?
I don't want you to do that to me.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say I also am a Eagles fan. I like the Eagles a lot, but I'm going to go with San Francisco. Just because he's got bloody fingers. But I don't know. I just got a feeling. And I'm with you. Like you said, it's not a fun team to watch. And the guy's playing with his hair all the time. And I don't need all that in my life.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm going to go with my heart and go Eagles.
Okay.
Wow, no surprise here, folks.
Yeah. Right? Probably the easiest game for me on the slate is the Panthers versus the Rams.
Yeah, mortgage your house and put it on the Rams.
Don't take Joey's advice. We're not responsible if you go into foreclosure.
Yeah, the Rams are on the road here, and they're playing the Panthers, and I feel like the Panthers just kind of snuck in, So it's like, what's the worst team here out of all the teams? It's the Panthers. So,
were there some injuries on the Rams there? Was the Kyrie get injured?
No, Kyron Williams, he's playing.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he might have got injured, no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but, and another thing I could say about the Rams is Stafford is the best quarterback of the year going into this. I pulled up his stats because they were so good. And this season, he had over 4,500 throwing yards, 42 touchdowns, 550 throwing attempts. Yeah, I mean, he's old, too. He's like 39 as far as, old for a quarterback is concerned. He's younger than me.
A lot older than us guys.
He's old for that position, but had the best year of his career. So my hat's off to him.
So I am going with the Rams myself.
Yeah.
Now, let's rewind 5 years ago or whenever it happened. Let's go back to the trade with Jared Goff and Matt Stafford. Everybody was throwing a fit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And if I remember correctly, everybody was pissed that the Rams took Stafford. They're like, who is this guy? Like, they knew who he was, but they're like, he's not as good.
Yeah, and vice versa. Detroit fans were like, we get who? We're getting rid of Stafford for who?
Yeah.
And
I think Matt Stafford got the better end of the deal here.
Yeah, it sure does seem like it, I mean, Jared Goff's a good quarterback.
He is.
And the Lions have a good team. All the draft picks that the Rams gave up. They got Jahmyr Gibbs out of that deal. They got Aiden Hutchinson. They got Brian Branch. I mean, they got a lot of good players out of that deal, But
What happened to the Lions this year?
Here that they're playing in the toughest division in football, I think, the NFC North. I mean,
the Bears.
I mean, there's some really good teams, and if you don't beat the teams in your division, you're not going to make the playoffs, and that's what happened here.
So simply the competition, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at what do you got? Bills, Patriots, is it Jets and Dolphins?
Yeah.
I mean, who are the Jets and Dolphins? Quick stat I saw last night on the Jets. Did you see this stat about interceptions?
No.
The Jets did not throw an interception all year.
I did see that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It shocked me. Huh. It shocked me. First time since 1933 a team has not thrown an interception all season.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So basically the first time ever.
Yeah,
Wow.
right. Now, Joe, you should have taken your betting money and just, yeah, I mean, how cringy would it be going to that terminal? Oh, not to throw an interception every week. Like, that'd be crazy. But I think they said something like if you just parlayed the money each week, like depending on lines when you bet it, obviously, but you would have won like $5 million.
Wow.
You know, if you just would have started with $100 and bet it every week, you would have had like $5 million.
Can you imagine?
Need a big crystal ball for that one.
Can you imagine that he would have got an interception the very last game?
Well, then you just don't bet it the last game. I mean, who's going to bet $2.5 million for the Jets not to throw an interception?
Thrill ride, baby.
Yeah. So that was good. So let's round this off here, Joe and Chuck. Who are your Super Bowl teams?
Well, I already said mine that I like the Packers. In the AFC, I was predicting around Thanksgiving that it was going to be Chargers and Patriots for the AFC Championship game, but instead we're getting that in the wild card. So I really want the Chargers to go far, but I know they're not. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Jaguars are going to go far. It's going to be Jaguars and Packers.
Wow. All right.
Got the Packers. So I'm similar. I'm very impressed with the Jaguars this year. I'm kind of rooting for them too because they've been so awful in the past. Just, you know, whatever kind of people wrote them off. But I'm going to go for the Jaguars and the Rams. I think Trevor Lawrence has got it this year. And like you said, I think Matthew Stafford, whatever. I think
Stafford.
What did I say? Stafford wives. Yeah. Stafford, I mean, best quarterback right now. And I just think Lawrence is unstoppable. And I hate that because I want the Bills to win. I want them to go all the way, but I think that's what's going to happen this year. So
that's the way I feel about the Chargers. You know, it's like I'm so invested in that team just because I've watched every single game. You know, for them to get this far, I'm impressed, and I just, you know, you're invested. You want it to be good. Yeah. So that's where I'm at on that team.
How about you, Matt? What's your predictions for the Super Bowl, Matt?
So I am going to go Texans, Rams.
So we're all in for the Rams.
Texans, Rams. That's what I'm going for. I just think, you know, defense on the Texans is pretty solid.
It is.
And, you know, defense wins championships when we come down to this. So that's why I chose to go with the Texans.
Yeah, their defense is really good. I saw a stat, something like they're only giving up like 16 points a game averaging, which is incredible.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I chose that. But I did look, Chuck, I don't know if you know, but I know Joey knows that everybody has this conspiracy on the logo and the colors every year. Yeah. So they always say, oh, look, at this year it was the Rams-Eagles because it was red and green. And, you know, so this year I took a look at the logo, and my prediction based on logo colors for the Super Bowl is going to be the Bills-Eagles.
Oh,
I thought it was like a pink color.
The logos changes the color?
Yeah, every year, dude.
Oh, you talking about for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the NFL logo. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I see.
Unless I looked at the logo.
Is the logo on this bracket sheet?
No.
You're not a very good journalist.
I looked at it too, and I was like, hey, there's that logo again. I was like, hey, let me try to figure this one out. Okay, no, next.
Yeah. So that was my quick 5-minute study of logo colors. Was Bills Eagles.
How low can you go, huh?
Yeah. So there we go. But, you know, we rounded this out pretty good. And just remember, guys, we're not professionals. We're not professional bettors. Don't bet your mortgage on anything. Bet responsibly if you're betting. Enjoy the games. But if you're liking what you're hearing, hit that tip jar.
Like and subscribe. And the Super Bowl's on, Sunday, February 8th.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. You're going to blank and the bowl's going to be here.
I will be in Las Vegas.
Man, I want to come.
For the first time.
I'm coming with you here eventually.
You got that showgirl convention you're in, right?
That is correct. Wacky Wigglers. That's the place I work, you know, on the west side of Illinois.
Yeah.
It's called Wacky Wigglers, and they're sending me out there for a convention.
Okay.
They want me to go check out some people. I think it's like Spearmint Rhino. Check out the menu, see if we can offer the same thing on the west side of Illinois. See if it takes.
Joe, he's being very modest right now. Joe,
Cool.
Joe, he's being very modest. You want to believe it because he's always wearing jeans, but he's got the legs for it. He likes to dance and kind of moonlight at doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he's very good. He's more of a tapper than a slippery dancer, but
Right.
he's great on the pole. So I can't wait for that, man, and have a good time. If I don't get to tell you that beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fun, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's been fun having you. You're the smartest guy in the room. We couldn't do this without you for sure. So we appreciate it. And, I think audience, put in your comments here. Let us know what you think. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? What you're doing for the Super Bowl?
Hey, what's your plans out there? We have big parties going on. These guys are all the football guys. They like to plan the party.
So tell us 2 things in the comments. Who's going to the Super Bowl, and what's your Super Bowl favorite treat?
Ooh, okay. A little treat action. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that a lot. And also, I wanted to, I don't know if you know, Joe. I don't know everything with the logo thing, but I don't know if you know, there's a big special announcement coming next episode.
There is.
Yes.
The very big special announcement coming the very next episode. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to tune in. Get your TVs, hit the knobs, turn them. Get your TiVos, set those.
Well, I'm hitting the notification bell immediately.
That's right.
Notifications are important, Joe. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, be on the lookout for a big announcement next episode, man.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
Hey, real quick, are you guys still doing Cameo?
We are.
Okay, good. I might have a job for you.
All right. I love it.
That's great. I like the moonlight of that too. Does he have to wear his Wacky Wiggler's outfit, or is this just a Barggianos podcast situation?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I just,
I guess it's dealer's choice over here.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't been presented this option before, so I don't know.
We've turned down a couple Super Bowl commercials so far, but we just don't want to sell out this early in our career.
All right.
I understand. I wasn't going to say this, but Coach Harbaugh called me up last week and asked me for some advice on the Chargers.
Oh, I get it.
I love it.
I totally get it. He's always long distance phone or numbers.
He still has calling cards.
He called after 9 to hit all the minutes he saved up. Absolutely. Yeah, he's smart that way. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh, my gosh. So anything else, boys, to add to the NFL road to the Super Bowl?
I think we hit it all.
I think we did a good job. Folks, if you like these kind of episodes, you like some sports episodes, kind of mix them in here, let us know. We enjoy doing this. We always enjoy Joe being on the show. Like you said, smartest guy in the room when it comes to this kind of stuff. But, we appreciate you guys tuning in. And I guess with that, Barggianos out.